What's up, family? Back on the road again. Just experienced something that kind of bothered me. Let me share it with you guys. Just stopped off and got some gas and got a breakfast burrito. And this older gentleman, black guy, got to the door to go into the gas station first. And he held the door open. And out walked a young white guy, probably 30s, 40s latest. Looked like he was in his 30s. And a couple of kids, junior high school age. And they didn't even acknowledge that this man opened up the door and held the door open for them. And that bothered me. And they walked out before I walked into the store. So I'm looking at them. They didn't even look at the guy holding the door for them. No thank you, no nodding of a head, no acknowledgement whatsoever. So when I got to the door, I directed the elderly man in, go ahead. And I held the door for him. And he said, thank you. I said, no, thank you. And he just looked at me. And I said it loud, and I wanted everybody to hear me. It's just a sad shame that we still live in a place where decency isn't being taught. America. We have a bunch of people in this country of all nationalities that have this entitlement mentality. And it's weird because when I talk about the entitlement mentality, most people assume that I'm talking about the minorities and those that are on welfare, those that got their hand out to the government. But there's also another entitlement mentality that so many people have. And that entitlement is that they're better than other people. They don't have to acknowledge other people, that they're superior than other people. It's a hard topic for a lot of people to want to talk about, for a lot of people to want to address, for whatever reason. I don't even know how to say this. We had better learn how to humble ourselves and learn how to treat each other like fellow brothers and sisters, like fellow citizens, like decent Americans. Because we're about to go through something. I know people don't want to talk about this. This is the calm before the storm. It's the calm before the storm. America is about to be shook because America has an entitlement mentality. You have those on the far right that think they're entitled. The world is theirs. The country is theirs. You have those on the far left have the same entitlement mentality, but a different perspective, but still an entitlement mentality. And this country is going to be shook to its knees. And it's going to be humbled. Because for far too long, it's arrogance, it's ignorance, has spread all over this country. And I looked at those young girls, and I was saddened because that's another generation that's been taught this same ignorant mentality. It's not about color. It's not about your ethnicity. Not about your nationality, any other stupid crap. It's about treating people as decent human beings. You don't have to agree with people's politics to be a decent human being. You don't have to agree with people's religious beliefs or any of that other crap to acknowledge somebody's presence and to thank somebody for being kind enough to hold the door open for you. My hope and prayer is that we learn how to humble ourselves. Because if we don't, we're going to be humbled. And my fear, my concern, is that the arrogance and ignorance is so deep, there's no saving this country. There's no saving its citizens, for the most part. Because arrogance and ignorance runs too deep. I love you guys. Peace.